Welcome back to another edition of Fact Over Feelings. In this episode, we're going to be talking about climbing mountains. Now, before we get started, like always, if you guys can hit that like and subscribe button. This is Fact Over Feelings, where we just put our emotions to the side and spit only facts. I am your host, Arnold from the Arnoldsthoughts podcast, man, and we're going to get straight into it. So recently, I just went on vacation. I just got done with my season and I went on vacation to this place called El Chantel. Sorry if I'm not saying that right, but that's what I believe the name of the place. It's at the bottom of Argentina. It's just like this great big mountain. It's this trail that's like 5.2 miles up this trail, 5.2 down, 10 kilometers up, 10 back. But with all the walking, I think one of my friends, he did the estimate. We did about 20 kilometers. So it was, 25 or something. Came out to about around like 15 miles that we walked just out and about climbing this mountain. And when we started, we were a group of about 14 people. 14 people was going to scale this mountain. We did a bet. Who's going to make it up the mountain? You know? Who's going to be the first one? Not even the first one. Who's just going to make it to the top? Some said 4. I said 5. Another said 5. So we were trying to guess who was all going to make it, because it's like there's no way everybody's going to make it up there in time. Sure enough, in the beginning, everybody was just so happy. We're up, everybody's happy, they're drinking. So I'm like, we're about to go climb a mountain. They got liquor bottle, they're just ready and they're full of excitement. Once it started getting to kilometer 8, kilometer 9, like getting closer and closer to the top of that mountain, people just start falling off. And that related to me so much in life, just understanding the journey that you're going up in life to be a success. If there is 14 of you, there's no way everybody's going to make it to the top. In the beginning, everybody's there. Everybody's laughing. Everybody's joking. Everybody's having a great time. And everybody's just ready to go climb this mountain together. We're all going to make it to the top. We're all going to have such a great time. And it was so relatable to me in life. Like, this is what we really believe. A lot of people really believe that I'm going to just make it up this mountain with the whole group, with everybody. And that's not how it is, because as the trail got going, once we got to the last mile marker 9 to get to 10, now one of my friends, my teammates who I was with, who was kind of guiding us on the trail, he was like, he'd been here. He was like, the last stretch, that's going to be it. That's going to be the deciding factor, because that last stretch going to take you the longest time. And I was like, man, we walked the trail. It wasn't difficult. It was just it's a trail. You're going through the mountains up, through the forest, and it's cold, but it's a fairly good experience once you get to that last kilometer. And isn't that like how it is in life? Once you get to that last point where you're about to get scaled, you say, I came this far. I've been 9 kilometers. I got number 10 to go. I got 1 more to go. And it's the most difficult part of the trip. It's the most difficult part of the journey, but you're almost there. And as we started to scale this mountain, it's like the trail just starts to disappear. Just like success, just like everything that you're shooting for in life, once you start getting closer to it, it seems like the path that you're on to try to get to it becomes so hard and it just disappears. Now you don't know which way to go. And that was the thing about the mountain. It didn't matter which way you go, as long as you just kept going up. You might not know the direct path, but just going up, I just have to keep going up. I just need to keep going in this direction. That's all that matters. Just keep going in the upper direction. Keep going towards the goal. I know my goal is over there. I don't know the correct path. Am I supposed to take this way? Is at times I was just getting lost and just climbing up this side and the trail was this way and you go on the trail, then it veers off to the another side and you just can't even find your way. But all I knew was up. I just know I had to keep going up. And it was three of us who made it to that last way to get to the top of the mountain. Then one started to fall off. He couldn't take it. Because I'm telling you, this is the first time in my life I ever scaled a mountain, like a real mountain. Going up that mountain, that cold, because it's like summer, it's winter time. I had on some regular basketball shoes. I didn't have no gloves. I didn't have the right equipment. Once again, relating to life. Once you don't even have the right equipment. I didn't have the correct shoes to wear. I didn't have on the right clothing. I didn't have on extra gloves. I didn't have the right things that I needed to make it in my journey. But I made it. I kept going towards exactly what I wanted to do and wanted to achieve, which is to scale this mountain with shoes that are not made for the snow and not made for climbing up rocks. And even though it might have made it more difficult, I just know how to just keep going up. You just have to keep going up no matter what, no matter how hard it may be, no matter the certain tools that you have at your disposal. The one thing that matters the most is that you can still do what it is that you plan to do if you just keep going up. If you say it doesn't matter the tools and the situations that come my way or try to tell me that what I have, the tools that I have are not adequate enough for me to make it up this mountain. Whatever your mountain is, you can still make it. You can still achieve it. You can still get to the destination. It was just a desire, because I'm telling you, once we got to like the last 100 meters, finally scaled up the mountain, got to like the last 100 meters, and it was even more difficult. It's like they just kept, and there at this point, there is no trail. You just have to find your way up to the top. It's the snow. It was more wind. It got to the coldest point of the trip. Right when you're at your closest moment, once you're at the final spot, you can see it. It is the most difficult part of the journey. The most difficult part was the last 100 meters. I'm talking about the cold, the ice, just trying to go up the ice. You couldn't walk up it because you just kept slipping. We just kept slipping, trying to climb up. Every step you slide down. If you take one step, you slide back two. Life. But you just keep going, and guess what? You'll find a way. We're sitting here scaling between step in the dry snow, don't step on the ice, step on this rock that's not secure, test it out, see if it got enough strength. It's good. Okay, boom. Then where's the next one? Okay, there's one kind of far. Maybe I have to lean forward and grab it to help me pull myself up. Me and my friend, my teammate, made it to the top. And we had to leave a lot of people behind. We had to leave a lot of people behind in order to get there. We had to leave a lot of people behind. The joy that we had when we first started was not the same joy that we had when we arrived. It was a different type of joy of understanding, like, man, we just did something amazing and we fought through, and we didn't let nothing hold us back from getting to this destination, disregarding the cold, disregarding the equipment that we had. It didn't matter. We just made up in our mind that, you know what, we're going to make it to the top of this mountain, and nothing's going to stop us. And everybody that was with you in the beginning is not going to be with you at the top, because guess what, it wasn't 14 people at the top when we got there. It's not crowded at the top. There was a lot of room to take pictures. There's a lot of room to chill and witness all that you accomplished. Those who are meant to make it there are going to do what they need to do to make it there. Like after we got done, a few more people were surprised. I actually made it up there to the top. But I understood in this journey of where you're trying to go, the only way you're going to make it to the top is making up in your mind that nothing is going to stop me. And if anybody is coming with me, they're going to have that same type of mindset, because that is the only way that you will make it to the top. is you have to have the people around you that is willing to go there as well. If that is not on their mind to say, you know what, no matter what, I'm going to make it to the top, you or them won't make it. Because you're trying so hard for yourself to try to get up there. The only person you can have next to you is someone who has that same mindset, the same drive to say, I'm going to get to this top no matter what. And as you make it there, you're going to see that you're going to inspire the next person to keep going. Because if first it was 3 of us that made it almost all the way there, then 1 fell off and we didn't believe he was going to make it. But he's seen us keep going. He's seen us make it to the top. And once you see somebody go all the way, you inspire the next person who's been watching you this whole time, and they just feel like, I can't do it. But when they see it get done, that exposure of seeing it get done, that's going to inspire them and fire them up and get them going. Climb your mountain. Get to your top. Get the people around you that wants to get to the top with you. Find those people. Climb your mountain. It doesn't matter the tools you got. It doesn't matter the clothes you got. It doesn't matter anything that might want to stop in your way. Whatever obstacle you have, whatever it is that's trying to hinder you, or whatever it is that you need, that you want to achieve to become great, understand that at the bottom, everybody going to be there with you. At the top, you might have 1 or 2 people. Keep those people around you. Keep pushing, keep climbing. The closer you get, the more difficult it gets, the closer you are. The more stressed out you are, the closer you are. The more doubts that fill your mind, the closer you are. The colder, the harder, the lonelier it gets, the closer you are. So just keep going up your mountain. Keep climbing your mountain. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.